Straight to that breaking news tonight. We're showing you a picture here of a 7-week-old baby named Shaylie who was missing for hours and then found tonight. Her mother says she managed to escape after she and Shaylie were kidnapped by 2 people with masks.
And we're going to map this out for you. It happened this afternoon. The abduction on Dearborn Street near the Biltmore Park in Asheville.
And the mom says they were driven away in her silver Mazda, later found on Grant Mountain Road in Henderson County. The baby wasn't in the car when it was discovered.
But just after 8 p.m., that breaking news came to us from Asheville PD that Shaylie was found alive but bruised and scratched, still in her car seat. A family heard her crying on their farm in the driveway and ran to her.
And Fox Carolina's KAYLA CONBOY is on this story. She's live in Asheville to begin our team coverage where all of this started. So, KAYLA, any word on the suspects in this case?
At this hour, they still have not been found. Police are still looking for a man and a woman, both described as wearing ski masks earlier today. Investigators have not yet released whether baby Shaylie was found with those suspects earlier tonight, but this has been an odd chain of events that's all been unfolding throughout the day. All started around 4:30 this afternoon. Police say that's when they got a call that a mother and her 7-week-old baby were kidnapped from a home on Dearborn Street in the Biltmore Park area. The mother reported the suspects had their faces covered and put them inside her silver 2014 Mazda. She was eventually able to safely get away from the kidnappers in Henderson County, and a short time later the vehicle was found, but the baby was not inside. A massive search spanning 2 counties started to find the baby, and finally around 8:15 police said she was found, also safe. A good outcome, but the whole thing has their neighbors on edge.
We've been safe all the time. I can take a walk even if it's a little bit dark and never had any problem. I'm walking to the street and I was wondering what's going on today.
She walked out to see flashing lights and police officers talking to neighbors. She says this will make her think twice about walking alone at night. And this case still is under investigation. Again, 2 suspects still out there tonight. Police say that the man has red hair and the woman has black hair. I did ask investigators if they knew anything about a motive or whether or not this mother knew these suspects. They say right now it's really just too early to tell. And as we mentioned, the baby was found in Henderson County. That's where Jarvis Robertson is to pick up more of our team coverage. He's actually in the area where that baby was found tonight. Jarvis.
Well, after hours of searching, the Asheville Police Department tells us that baby Shaylie was found safe right here in Henderson County. It's also where the baby's mother and car was found earlier this afternoon. And tonight, we spoke with the family that found Shaylie. They say she was in the weeds. Now, the Asheville Police Department says that car involved in the kidnapping report was recovered along Grant Mountain Road, 1 county over from where she and baby Shaylie were reportedly abducted. The car and mother were both found safely earlier tonight, but baby Shaylie wasn't with them, and the search continued for hours. A family here on Slick Rock Road didn't even know Shaylie was missing, but heard the baby crying from the weeds outside their home, and that's when they say they found the 7-week-old and her in her car seat. Now, they say baby Shaylie had scratches and bruises, but luckily the woman who found Shaylie is a nurse and says her instincts kicked in.
I followed the sound of the baby crying, and when I knew where it was, I stopped right there and I told my dad, I was like, there's a baby right here somewhere in these weeds. So he backed the car up and came up there, and at that point I saw the car seat. The car seat was down over the bank. I couldn't see the baby, but I saw the car seat. So he came up there and he walked around and he went down over the bank and actually got the car seat and the baby, and he brought it up the bank to me, and I held it, and then my mom held it. And that was probably for 30 minutes until EMS arrived.
Now, Courtney says coming across a little baby alone in the woods still feels so surreal. Now, we still don't know how baby Shaylie got out here, but the Henderson County Sheriff's Office is definitely working to get more information in this investigation. Once they pass that information along to us, we'll be sure to update you all on air and online at foxcarolina.com. Reporting live in Henderson County tonight, I'm Jarvis Robertson, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.